Myself, Dr. Parsuram Prasad, Assistant Professor, Department of Pathology, A.N. Magad Medical College, Gaya. Today topic is megaloblastic anemia. Definition: megaloblastic anemia is characterized by an impairment of DNA synthesis that leads to ineffective hematopoiesis and distinctive morphological changes, including abnormally large erythroid precursor and red cells. It is mainly due to vitamin B12 and folic acid deficiency, that is a coenzyme required for synthesis of thymidine, one of the four bases of DNA. Due to impairment in the metabolism and deficiency results in defective nuclear maturation due to deranged or inadequate DNA synthesis that leads to delay or block in cell division. RNA and protein synthesis is relatively unaffected, so cytoplasmic maturation proceeds in advance of nuclear maturation. This is described as nuclear cytoplasmic asynchrony. Causes of megaloblastic anemia. First, vitamin B12 deficiency. This is due to first decreased intake. That is due to inadequate diet, vegetarians. Second, impaired absorption due to intrinsic factor deficiency, pernicious anemia, gastrectomy. Malabsorption status, diffuse intestinal disease like lymphoma, systemic sclerosis, etc. Ileal resections, ileitis, competitive parasitic uptake. Second, fish-tapeworm infestation, bacterial overgrowth in blind loop and diverticula of the bowel. Causes of vitamin B12 deficiency in the tabular form, stages of cobalamin metabolism. Next, causes of cobalamin deficiency. First, food ingestion, strict vegetarian. Second, digestion, gastrectomy, gastric atrophy, H. pylori infection, use of antacids. Third, absorption, there is absorption defect, ileal resection, malabsorption syndrome, pernicious anemia, tapeworm infestation, pancreatic exocrine failure, drugs interfering absorption, that is metformin, colchicine, neomycin, etc. Transportation, there is congenital deficiency or defect in transcobalamin second, C776G, G1196A polymorphism. Next is intracellular metabolism, congenital deficiency in various intracellular enzymes required for conversion of its active form. Next cause is folic acid deficiency. This is also due to decreased intake, inadequate diet, alcoholism, infancy, impaired absorption, malabsorption status, intrinsic intestinal diseases, anticonvulsant drugs, oral contraception, increased loss, and hemodialysis. Increased requirement during pregnancy, infancy, disseminated cancers, markedly increased hematopoiesis, impaired utilization, folic acid antagonist. Next, unresponsive to vitamin B12 or folic acid therapy, metabolic inhibitor of DNA synthesis and folate metabolism, that is methotrexate. Morphological changes in peripheral blood, that is certain peripheral blood findings are common to all megaloblastic anemia. RBC are macro-oval, that is known as macroovelocytes, is highly characteristic of megaloblastic anemia. Most macrocytes lack central pallor and looks hyperchromic, but MCSC looks normal. There is anisocytosis, marked variation in size. There is poikilocytosis, marked variation in shape. MCV is increased above 100 femtoliter. Normal level is 82 to 98 femtoliter. Reticulocyte is low. Nucleated RBC progenitor occasionally appear in peripheral blood when anemia is severe. Neutrophils are macropolymorphonuclear. there is nuclear hypersegmentation, norm that is 4 or more, normally 3 to 4 lobes. This is normal neutrophils. This is RBC. This is neutrophils. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 lobes. And this is megaloblastic anemic cells. There is size is increase of RBC. And there is hypersegmentation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lobes. There is usually 5 or more lobes. This is the megaloblastic picture. This is the target cell. There in the center there is hemoglobinization. After that in periphery no hemoglobinization, and in the rim there is hemoglobinization. This is the peripheral blood pictures. This is teardrop cells. This is hypersegmented neutrophils. There are more than 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, more than 8, 10. And this is oval RBC, oval macrocyte. This is known as oval macro. Again, this is peripheral blood picture, and this is hypersegmented neutrophils. Again, this is again hypersegmented neutrophil in megaloblastic anemia. This is hypersegmented neutrophil. Bone marrow findings. Bone marrow is usually hypercellular due to increase in all types of myeloid precursor that is completely replaced by fatty marrow. There is megaloblastic changes seen in all stages of erythroid development. There is promegaloblast, most primitive cells. This is large, deeply basophilic cytoplasm, prominent liquiduli, and distinct nuclear chromatin pattern. Nuclear maturation is delayed. I have already talked previous. Cytoplasmic maturation and HB accumulation is normal. Leads to nuclear to cytoplasmic asynchrony. That is known as nuclear maturation lag behind the cytoplasmic maturation. DNA synthesis is impaired in all proliferating cells. Granulocyte, nuclear cytoplasmic asynchrony also seen. That leads to giant metamyelocytes and bind forms. These are predominant cells found in the megaloblastic anemia. There is also megakaryocytes, abnormally large and bizarre with multinucleated nuclei. There is myrohyperplasia due to increased level of growth factors such as erythropoietin. DNA synthesis derangement causes apoptosis in the myro, that is known as ineffective erythropoiesis, leading to pancytopenia. All series cells count is decreased. There is hemolysis that leads to mild degree of RBC hemolysis due to uncertain etiology. This is the bone marrow finding. These are the megaloblastic cells of bone marrow. This is the metamyelocytes. This is converting into bind form. This is bind form of neutrophil cells in the bone marrow. And this is the erythroid series cells. This picture shows this is the normal bone marrow findings, and this is the megaloblastic bone marrow findings. There is hypercellular, and this is the normal. Size here is increased. Here is normal. This is again bone marrow findings. This is the erythroid series cells. This is the myeloid series cells. Anemia of vitamin B12 deficiency, that is known as pernicious anemia. Pernicious anemia is a specific form of megaloblastic anemia caused by an autoimmune gastritis that impairs the production of intrinsic factor, which is required for vitamin B12 uptake from the gut. Normal vitamin B12 metabolism. Vitamin B12 known as cobalamin. This is the organometallic compound. Humans are totally dependent on dietary animal product. Daily requirement is 2 to 3 microgram. Balanced diet contains large amount and normally accumulate in intrahepatic stores of vitamin B12 that is sufficient to last for several years. Active absorption of vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 present in meat, egg and dairy product. Parietal cells synthesize intrinsic factor and hydrochloric acid. Gastric acid convert pepsinogen to pepsin. Pepsin free vitamin B12 from the ingested protein. Free vitamin B12 is bound to R binders that is synthesized in the salivary glands that is known as hepatocorrin. Pancreatic enzymes in the duodenum clips off the R binders. Again, vitamin B12 bind to intrinsic factor to form a complex. Vitamin B12 intrinsic factor complex is endocytosed by ileal enterocytes by a receptor for intrinsic factor called tubulin on their surface, on the ileal cell surface. Vitamin B12 binds to transcobalamin second and is secreted into plasma. Vitamin B12 then delivered to liver and rapidly proliferating cells in the bone marrow and GIT. Another mechanism, this is the passive absorption of vitamin B12. When very large dose of vitamin B12 is given, then only 1% of large dose can be absorbed. This method is also used in the treatment of pernicious anemia. This is the fundic area. Here chief cells are present that release intrinsic factor and HCl secretion. When we take the food, vitamin B12 binding protein and this is salivary gland release hepatocorrin. These vitamin B12 and protein are by the gastric parietal cells is separated and that is combined with the hepatocorrin. Here in the duodenum, pancreatic enzyme release that proteases split the hepatocorrin B12 complexes and that is bind with the vitamin B12 with the intrinsic factor. Again in the ileum, here is the receptor, intrinsic factor receptor, ileal cells present on the ileal cells that is taken up by the transcobalamin second and by the portal vein go to liver and are stored there. Again the second diagrammatic picture of absorption of vitamin B12. Biochemical function of vitamin B12. Only 2 reactions in humans are known to require for vitamin B12. One reaction, methylcobalamin acts as a cofactor in conversion of homocysteine to methionine by methionine synthetase. In this process, methylcobalamin yields methyl group that is recovered from the N5-methyl tetrahydrofolic acid. Tetrahydrofolic acid required through its derivative N5-10 methylene tetrahydrofolic acid for conversion from DUMP, deoxyuridine monophosphate, to DTMP, deoxythymidine monophosphate, a building block for DNA synthesis. In vitamin B12 deficiency, in most cases, there is decreased tetrahydrofolic acid availability is trapped as N5-methyl tetrahydrofolic acid. This mechanism is known as folate trap mechanism, folate trap hypothesis. Tetrahydrofolic acid deficiency is further exacerbated by an internal folate deficiency by failure to synthesize metabolically active polyglutamate form. Second reaction of vitamin B12 in odd certain fatty acid metabolism. Propenyl coenzyme A is converted to methyl malonyl CoA. Methyl malonyl CoA is converted to succinyl CoA. Vitamin 2 acts as a cofactor for methyl malonyl CoA mutage. Vitamin B12 deficiency causes an increase in propanol and methyl malonyl CoA and their corresponding acids. Propanol CoA replaces acetyl CoA in neuronal membrane in demyelination. That leads to demyelination of the spinal cord. A better diagram is this. Conversion of homocysteine to methionine. Here, methionine synthesis is used. This is methylcobalamin. And here is N5-methyl tetrahydrofolic acid that is converted into tetrahydrofolic acid. And again, this is N5-10 methylene tetrahydrofolic acid. And the conversion of DMP to DTMP. Here is the one methyl group is given donor to this, and here thymidate synthesis is used that convert DUMP to DTMP, and again that is converted into DNA. This is the diagrammatic representation of conversion of homocysteine to methionine. Methyl tetrahydrofolic acid, cobalamin, B12 is a cofactor, and in the presence of methyl transferase, that is converted into methionine, either methylcobalamin and tetrahydrofolic. The second reaction, this is the methyl malonyl coenzyme A. In the presence of vitamin B12, 5-hydroxyl cobalamin and methylcobalamin CoA mutage, that is converted into succinyl CoA. Due to absence of vitamin B12 due to cofactor, methyl malonyl CoA is not converted into succinyl CoA, and propanol CoA there is increased level. Pernicious anemia incidence more prevalent in Scandinavian and other Caucasian population. It occurs in all racial groups including black and Hispanics. It is a disease of older age. The median age of diagnosis is 60 years and rare below 30 years. Genetic predisposition is suspected, but no definite genetic transmission has been said. Affected person have a tendency to form antibody against multiple self-antigen. Pathogenesis. This is believed to be result from autoimmune attack on gastric mucosa. Histologically, there is a chronic atrophic gastritis that is characterized by loss of parietal cells that release intrinsic factor, infiltration of lymphocytes and plasma cells in the mucosal cells, and there is megaloblastic changes in the mucosal cells, similar to those found in the erythroid precursors. There are several antibodies. At least 3 types of autoantibodies are present. This gives the type 2 type sensitivity reaction. Type 1 antibody present in about 75% patients. This antibody blocks the binding of vitamin B12 to intrinsic factor. This is present in 75%. It is found in both plasma and gastric juice. This is the most specific test for pernicious anemia. If antibody is present, that gives that is this is a pernicious anemia. Patient is suffering from pernicious. Type 2 antibody prevent binding of intrinsic factor to vitamin B12. Complex 2 allele receptors. This is present in 30 to 50% cases. And type 3 antibody that is present in 85 to 90% of patients. This recognizes alpha and beta subunit of gastric proton pump. It is localized to the microvilli of the calenicular system of gastric parietal cells. This is present in 85 to 90% cases, type 3 antibody. Morphological features. All the morphological features is common to megaloblastic anemia are seen in this pernicious anemia, but other than that, there is a bone marrow and blood in PR similar to those in the all megaloblastic. Other major changes are found in the GIT and CNS. Tongue shows shiny, glazed, beefy, and atrophic gastritis. Histological changes. Atrophy of Fundic glands affecting both chief cells and parietal cells. Virtually, parietal cells are absent. Next changes, intestinalization of gastric mucosa. There is metaplastic changes. A stomach glandular lining of epithelium is replaced by mucus secreting goblet cells of large intestine. Thus, there is metaplastic changes. A stomach glandular cell is replaced by the mucus cells, mucus secreting goblet cells. Megaloblastic changes are also seen in the epithelial cells. Patients with P have a higher incidence of gastric carcinoma. Gastric atrophy and metaplastic changes is due to autoimmunity, not by the vitamin B12 deficiency. Mainly, this is caused by the autoimmunity, autoimmune attack and the gastric mucosa. The other changes in CNS, there is peripheral neuropathy but sensoromotor dysfunction. There is subacute combined degeneration, means demyelination of the spinal cord. Subacute combined, when posterior column is dysfunction, there is decrease in vibratory sensation and proprioception, joint sense. If lateral corticospinal tract dysfunction, there is a spasticity. Another lateral spinal cord, corticospinal tract dysfunction is seen. There is dorsospinal cerebellar tract demyelination that produces ataxia. There is presence of dementia, possible to have neurological disease without anemia. Clinical features, symptoms, pallor of gradual onset, glossitis and angular cheilosis due to abnormal proliferation of epithelial cells, oral manifestation of vitamin B12, glossitis, angular cheilosis, macroglossia, atrophic glossitis. Peripheral neuropathy, most of the patients complain of numbness and tingling. CNS manifestation. This is seen in severe vitamin B12 deficiency and patient present with the unsteadiness of gait and altered sensorium. These symptoms are due to subacute combined demyelination of the posterolateral column of the spinal cord. There is also presence of thrombosis, increased incidence of arterial and venous thrombosis. That is due to propranolol CoA. Laboratory diagnosis. Diagnosis is based upon a moderate to severe megaloblastic anemia, number 1. Number 2, leukopenia with hypersegmented granulocyte. There is low serum level of vitamin B12, an elevated level of the homocysteine and methylmalonic acid. These are the 4 things. Moderate to. Next, diagnosis is confirmed by reticulocytes and hematocrit level in beginning about 5 days after 1 second. 5 days after IV administration of vitamin B12. Serum antibody to intrinsic factor are highly specific for pernicious anemia. Serum antibody presence shows cause of the vitamin B12 deficiency, not the diagnosis. Atrophy and metaplasia of gastric mucosa associated P have an increased risk of gastric carcinoma. Increased homocysteine level are a risk factor for the atherosclerosis and thrombosis. And decreased vitamin B12 may increase the risk for the vascular disease. Treatment. Cobalamin deficiency. Daily dose of 25 to 100 microgram may be used to start the therapy. Monthly intramuscular injection in a dose of 200 to 1000 microgram can be started as maintenance therapy. Conventional therapy. 1000 microgram of cyanocobalamin or hydroxycobalamin IM daily for 1 week, followed by 100 microgram of cyanocobalamin weekly for 1 month, and followed by 100 microgram of cyanocobalamin monthly. In patient with transcobalamin second deficiency, dosage of 1000 microgram IM 2 to 3 times weekly are required to maintain adequate control. Patient with methylmalonic aciduria may require 1 to 2 mg of vitamin B12 per entry daily. Congenital methylmalonic aciduria may be diagnosed in utero by measurement of methylmalonate in amniotic maternal urine. The cause of vitamin B12 deficiency must ultimately dictate treatment dosage as well as the duration of the therapy. Dose adjustment should be made in response to the clinical status and lab value. Response to vitamin B12 therapy. 1 to 2 days, there is decreased serum iron level, increased indirect bilirubin and LDH, and there is normal hematopoiesis. In 3 to 4 days, there is reticulocytosis. In 10 days, HbA start to increase, MCV reduces. In 14 days, disappearance of hypersegmented neutrophils. In 2 months, there is resolution of anemia. In 3 to 12 months, resolution of neuropathy. Thank you.